Hi, this is Michael Rony Mullick, and you are watching the pre-market show. And let us look at the US markets and where did it end yesterday. So right now we are looking at the chart of S&P 500. It is down last night, almost 1.1 percentage down. You can see uniformly down move happening. There was slight the markets attempted to recover, but it did not work. So it ended somewhere near the lowest point of the day. So S&P 500 down by 1.15 percentage. Nasdaq again the top loser, closing it almost 1.96 percentage down. And then we have the Dow Jones, which was also down 0.7 percentage. But interestingly, after the US markets ended yesterday, then the companies came out with the results. So Apple and Microsoft, two major IT companies, came up with the results, and although results were not spectacular, but it was just in line with expectations, slightly lower than that. But markets are taking it as a positive, and Nasdaq futures have recovered significantly from there. It is trading 1.34 percentage in the green. So Nasdaq futures in the green after in the post market hours. You can see how it shot up. So there was a huge fall, and then it started moving up after results from Microsoft and Apple. So Nasdaq futures trading in the green, 1.35 percentage. S&P 500 also showing bullishness from Nasdaq, 0.7 percentage up, and Dow Jones is also up 0.3 percentage. So the US futures at present are in the green. So that is why SGX Nifty has recovered significantly from its lower levels. So last night's swing low was almost 16,404. So that is again a very important level, 400 levels. So from there the market reversed, and at present it actually touched a high of 16,486, but now it is trading slightly lower, almost 15-20 points. So that is nothing significant. But let us see where our markets open today, because our markets were looking particularly bearish yesterday. So let us look into the US markets. We have looked at seen the US markets, but Asian markets, and let us look at that. Hong Kong markets, you can see it opened with a huge gap down. It is continuing to move lower, 1.48 percentage down. The Japanese market is almost flat, 0.14 percentage in the green, and both the Chinese and Korean markets are down by 0.5 percentage, 0.5 to 0.6 percentage. Chinese market and Korean markets both are negative. So the Asian markets are showing signs of bearishness, but let's see what happens, because the US futures are slightly higher. So definitely the IT sector will be in focus today. So IT sector, if you remember, we talked about it in the last night show. It was the weakest sector among them all. Infosys falling by more than 3 percentage and bringing the entire IT sector down, and the entire IT index fell by 2.83 percentage. So there could be chances of recovery today in the IT index. So that has to be keenly watched, and let's see where how much it recovers, or if just a pullback or it's a reversal. So we have to wait and watch and see how the IT indexes perform over here. Apart from that, today let us look at the levels of Nifty. So Nifty and Bank Nifty both have heavily call sided. The call sides were written heavily because people are not expecting up move, because after yesterday's fall, you can see the magnitude of the fall. They tried to recover in the second half, but again that was also sold into. Markets ended way below the important level of 16,500. So if the market opens slightly negative, you can expect selling pressure, which can continue towards 16,400, and from there could be a slight pullback, and again there could be a second round of selling that can bring the markets towards 16,350, thereby filling the gap. And then once the gap is filled, you can expect the markets to recover and move somewhere higher. Let's see. So definitely 16,500 will be acting as a strong resistance if the market opens below it. If that is broken, 16,570 levels and the 16,630 levels. So these three levels on the upside I will be definitely watching. You can also watch out for that. And on the downside, 16,400, 16,350, these two are the levels of support I am expecting the markets would hold today, because the buyers who miss the opportunity to get into the bull run would like to enter their positions in the lower levels. So definitely these levels could act as reversing points for the markets. So let us see where it ends. And also today the US Fed interest rate decision is also there, so we have to see how those perform as well. Like that's a major event in the markets. If the hike is 100 points or above, then you can expect the markets to be slightly more volatile. Bank Nifty, coming to Bank Nifty was quite resilient, but it took again support at important level yesterday of 36,341. You can see this is an important level. The market is holding up in that level. But if today things look bearish, if the market opens lower, you can expect the markets to touch 36,000 levels at least once, and then it can reverse from there. So it reverses, then 36,350. Yesterday's closing will act as a strong level of resistance, and up above definitely the high of that 36,580 levels, and then 36,800 levels. These are the levels you can be watching out for. And a closing below 36,000 will be a sign for bearishness for Bank Nifty as well. So definitely keep an eye out for that. Bank Nifty was strong for the last few days. Yesterday was the only day it fell by 0.8 percentage, 0.87 percentage. So today it has to be at least a closing above 36,000 will mean that there is still some bullish momentum left in the market. So these are the levels you should be watching out for. And also some companies are coming out with its results today. So mostly it is the out of Nifty 50 stocks, you can definitely watch out for Bajaj Finance coming out with its results. And apart from that, we have Tata, not Tata, yes, Tata Motors coming out with its results, and also Maruti Suzuki will be coming out with its results today. So let us see how these stocks perform, because yesterday when Bajaj Auto came up with its results, but company fell actually 2.8 percentage down. So let us see, even after good results, the stocks are falling like anything. So definitely that is not a good sign in the market. So let us hope that things stabilize today. So these corporate results are actually making the markets very volatile. The VIX is above 18 now. It was just 16 percentage, 16 and below a couple of days back, but since the market is falling, the volatility is shooting up everywhere. Also, the Fed event is there tonight. So let us see what the US decides, and also the corporate results, how much impact it has on the markets today. So expecting a range bound market, because tomorrow is the expiry, and let us see how things turn out. For now, that is all I have. Let's again meet for the post market show, where we will discuss about the happenings in the market, and how the US markets are reacting before the Fed event. So thank you for watching.